Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into the microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with System Shock 2 Blind. Now, I'm looking for a supposedly dying person so that I can learn an access code to the next part of the ship, but that doesn't exactly deter me from exploring because I somehow doubt he's going to die before the plot allows him to. Wait. What's that exactly? So maybe it's used for research or something. I don't know. Until I still have some inventory space left, I'm not going to throw anything out. But that's the way back to the previous part of the deck, so probably should explore this part. Damn it.
Potential threat detected. Potential threat detected.
I think there was a security control station somewhere nearby. Oh, that's a lot of enemies. Okay, the number of them is almost comical. Yeah, there it is.
Security alert terminated.
Actually, I guess I can hack it while I'm here. It'll give me some brief respite from the alarms and whatnot.
Security system offline.
Although I still consider it to be a bit needlessly contrived that hacking the security system only disables it temporarily. But I guess it's better than nothing. Okay, I'm almost dead. Which isn't great. Condition 1, so no need to pick that up. Especially given how I can't even use the pistol yet. I don't have the proper skills.
They're not dead. They want you, you understand? They want you as a host. Get away.
But what about the code? Oh, damn it. that was not what I wanted to use actually. He was supposed to give me the code so that I can progress. Maybe he has it on him. Yeah, he has 2 logs, so presumably the code is in one of them. I'm just going to kill them because it makes me feel safer. Oh, and they have quite a lot of med hypos, which is always useful. Is there anything else left to explore here? This is unbreakable. Okay, so let's listen to those logs then.
All right, calm down already. The access code to the conduit is 12451. I've got an autopsy at 16:30, but let's grab a beer on the recreation deck afterwards. Sound good?
Okay, so I've got the code.
The time is 16:30. Autopsy subject A. Watson. Now we're going to make the first incision in... Hold him down. I'm trying to! I'm trying!
Well... Oh, I was a little surprised by the fact that the recording continued there. I thought for a second that it was like an actual enemy. But what he said was kind of interesting, because he said that the many want us as a host, so I wonder if they want us specifically for some reason, or do they just expand whenever given the opportunity? So that meaning, you know, they want any human that they find regardless, or is there something special about us that makes us preferable to them? Man, I'm having dramatic flashbacks to the first game where random numbers suddenly became relevant, like in the mid-game, and you had to backtrack all over the game to collect them, so that you could destroy the reactor on a Citadel station. So I really hope something like that doesn't happen in this one, because it was quite annoying and I rather massively disliked it. Okay. Wait a minute. The path wasn't here earlier. It was locked down there. Unless it's like a second one, which would be even worse. Okay, that's actually working really poorly against it. But I don't really have any particular alternative, well, apart from the wrench, but... wonder if the enemies regenerate their health when I do. Because if they do, then I have poor chances of actually defeating this bot. And once again, I am rather annoyed by the respawn of the enemies. And there it is. So at the very least, it didn't oh damn it, didn't replenish health. So there is that. Damn it.
Security system online.
But actually the nanites I've picked just from this one enemy are enough to offset the cost of reconstruction, so I guess it's not that bad. What was the code again?
Alright, calm down already. The access code to the conduit is 12451. I've got an autopsy at 16:30, but let's grab a beer on the recreation deck afterwards. Sound good?
Okay, so is there another bot down here, or was it? Yeah, I think it was the same one. How did it get out though? If the door was locked.
Do not waste time patting yourself on the back. Get down to that shaft to engineering and reset the primary reactor core. That will restore power to the elevator and you'll be able to get up to deck 4. Get going.
I must say, for someone that is counting on me, Polito is rather impolito, if you know what I mean. Okay, so it's a completely new deck.
You're now on the engineering deck. Find the engine core and reset it. This will restore power to the elevators. I'm getting some kind of strange readings from down there, so keep your eyes open.
Oh, it's a lot of stuff. It's another game for my Space Game Boy.
It's down to just a few of us now. Right after Valdez died, I guess I went a little nuts and started tearing things apart. But what do you know, I found 2 more rad hypes. Hopefully that'll keep me going long enough to figure a way past that damn turret. Who is that? Delacroix? Sanger?
I'm not quite sure what's the significance of this message yet, but it seems to point at some kind of internal struggle, like he was expecting some of the actual crew to maybe betray him or kill him or something. I have no doubt we'll learn more as we go. Let's check the other game just for... it's the same one. It's the Minesweeper, but only with corn and pigs. Okay, lethal... is it radiation? Actually, I think I'll save because I didn't activate the reconstruction station on this level, so if I'm killed, then I'm going to flat out die. and I'm not quite sure what kind of hazard is that. Is that toxic or radiation? Because those are two different ones.
Radiation
Yeah,
hazard.
it's radiation. Wow, and that's quite strong actually. Shuttle Bay. I chose my direction sort of at random, so... But I guess I'll follow it for now.
Radiation hazard. Radiation hazard. Radiation
Oh damn it,
hazard.
it's a little bit like a maze, this place. And I'm quickly running out of meta hypos. Safe, okay. Damn it.
Potential threat detected. Potential threat detected.
Oh, for... I just killed myself, didn't I? Well, it's a good thing I saved. I think I'll choose the other direction now. Just, you know, for some
Radiation hazard.
variety.
This is Xerxes. The coolant tubes are off limits to all personnel. To avoid
damn it.
possible detention and execution, please respect the will.
To avoid potential detention and execution.
Radiation hazard.
This is Xerxes. The coolant tubes are off limits to all personnel. To avoid possible detention and execution, please respect the will of the many.
Okay, I need to pause for a second, so be right back. Okay, I'm back, so let's continue and try maybe dying less or something.
Radiation hazard.
This is Xerxes. The coolant tubes are off limits to all personnel. To avoid possible detention and execution, please respect the will of the many.
Okay, I'll save again, just because I still don't have the restoration chamber active on this level, so that makes me potentially vulnerable to, you know, actually dying, which, funnily enough, isn't that common in this game.
The radiation must have locked the protective seals on engine core access. You're going to have to find some way to purge the radiation from the coolant tubes. Xerxes is blocking me out of the primary data loop, so I can't get any information to help you. He's working for them now.
So basically I went here for nothing, at least at this point. But I guess I'll be required to return at a later date. For now, let's hack this. This chest over here. And unfortunately I need to go back through the irradiated tunnels in the other direction anyway. Oh well.
Radiation hazard.
Keep your eyes open. You must find a way to purge these coolant tubes and get into the engine core. The ship must have some kind of backup system in place for just this kind of situation.
Okay, let's search the body over here. I've already tried this route once, but I died. So let's go over here this time. It's a little bit of a labyrinth.
Do you ever had hypo? I'm so sick.
To be honest, I'm not that keen on the idea of the ghosts. Like, I know they are technically not ghosts. The game provides a little bit of a contrived explanation as to what they actually are. You know, talking about residual psychic energy and whatnot that is read by the protagonist's neural implant, but still, it's a little bit weird, and I don't really think it fits that well. And I don't really even think it's necessary because, like, the only thing you get from that is that those small snippets of information about what happened to the crew members, but that role is already fulfilled by the audio diaries. So, like, if they still wanted to have a little bit of a graphical information, I would prefer if they went with like a hologram or a recording rather than this rather contrived explanation. But oh well. Overall, though, I am definitely having fun. A lot more fun actually than I had playing the first game. This one is definitely straight up more comfortable. Did I just loop around? No. I haven't been here because there's a log. For a second I was worried that I just looped around. Okay, can I hack it? Possibly. But first, let's listen to the log.
I'm not sure what secrets you and your new buddy Captain Diego have got going up on Deck 3, but I intend to find out. If you continue to refuse to meet with me and my staff, you will leave me no choice but to register a complaint with Corporate. If you want to take me seriously, perhaps Sergeant Bronson and her security staff will.
So there was already some conflict brewing between the human part of the crew and Captain Diego is involved, which it may be that he's following in the footsteps of his father, or was it his uncle? No, I think it was his father, the Captain Diego from the first game. So I'm eager to learn more about that. Let's try hacking this. The cost is only 3 though, so not that high. I can keep trying for a while. Although maybe it would just be more prudent if I...
Security access compromised.
Now
Security
listen
access
carefully.
compromised.
The xenomorphs who have hijacked this ship are presumably from the surface of Tau Ceti 5. They've been able to infect a number of crew members through an extremely invasive parasitical technique. They've also demonstrated the ability to control the actions of others through some form of limited telepathy. Find the research soft, understand them, then kill them.
It's interesting that she called them xenomorphs. Like, I know that literally it just means an alien shape, but it's also the name ascribed to the alien from the Alien franchise, so I guess it could be considered a reference. Oh, is that a hazmat suit? Yeah. Is that a permanent item or...
Buttons dropped.
To be honest, I very much prefer the hazmat suit over the light combat armor. Oh, great. Apparently, the competitors of the manufacturer of this claim that wearing it for a long time can give you cancer. But then again, I suppose if you're talking about your competition, then bullshitting a little is probably not above standard corporate etiquette in this day and age. Still, I very much prefer the radiation and toxicity bonus rather than the meager damage resistance. Especially seeing how this area is very irradiated.
We do not know death.
Only change. We cannot kill each other without killing ourselves.
Is your vision so small that you cannot see the value of our way?
So again, it was the telepathical voice of the alien hive mind. I'm very much interested in their motives because so far they sound like your stock alien hive mind, join the one, share our blah blah blah, but there is no concrete desire in it. So I wonder what's their long-term plan. Why do they want to consume all the people and join them into one? Besides for the lows. Okay, I'll explore this area first.
Radiation hazard.
Don't need the pistol.
Radiation hazard. Radiation hazard.
Okay, now I think I actually looked around, but I haven't been here in this iteration, so...
Radiation hazard.
Wait. No, what? Oh, no, it's a different room. For a second I was confused. As I already mentioned in a previous episode, or one of the previous ones, I am really bad at directions. And in general I tend to get lost in real life as well. Maybe less so in games, because usually games, even open world games, don't really reflect the magnitude of the real world. But still.
You must move faster. Your mind cannot conceive of the stakes we are dealing with. Keep your eyes open for utility storage 4. I've laid in some supplies there. The passcode is 59004. Got to get to deck.
The many demands the termination of this exchange. We regret any inconvenience.
So I wonder if the code that she's given me was for the previous door that I hacked. Okay, I definitely haven't been here because there's an unlistened log on the ground.
Before I couldn't get rid of those jarheads from the Rickenbacker. Now I can't find one for love or money. That creepy O.S.A. guy followed me around for 2 months until he got the hint. Now I tried to contact him to see if he knew what was going on, but all of a sudden, he won't return my mail.
Ah, right, because there's still the second ship that is traveling with the von Braun. the military one. Actually, it's interesting that we've originally started on the von Braun, because we're part of the military ourselves, so you'd think we'd be a part of the crew of the Rickenbacker, which I presume we're going to visit at some point. I'm still very much confused by the layout of this area, but oh well. Another log.
Anatoly, you must open up the planet to the scientific staff of this vessel. If there is something down there, it's bigger than Triop, it's bigger than the UNN, and it's bigger than you. And why have you and Diego shut off Deck 3? What's going on?
Yeah, I'd like to know that as well, but I guess all in due time. Repair software module. What exactly does this do? So it basically allows me to do some basic repairs even if I don't have the skill. Certainly useful. Although for now I haven't been even using a weapon that can break, but I guess that can change in the future. That's storage 5, so not the one Polito was talking about. At least I don't think so. It probably doesn't hurt to check. Yeah, utility storage 4, but I guess I can hack it. Oh, I can't. It's a pity. Yeah, this is like a self-contained area. So I guess I have to return to some of the earlier parts and search there. This storage doesn't have a number. Whoa. I presume that's one of the original forms of the alien parasite, which it's probably unwise to get closer to.
Radiation hazard.
Okay, I can't inspect the remains of it.
Radiation
It
hazard.
doesn't look like it. Okay, so I'll go into the area that the many first spoke to me. I think it was this way.
Hazard. Radiation hazard. Radiation hazard.
Oh, it wasn't this way, but I guess this confirms that the storage she was talking about was the one I hacked into earlier, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, and it is the way after all. So, oh, and there's a restoration chamber here. Great. I suppose I should keep in mind that the robotic enemies tend to explode. I didn't expect it to be as violent as an explosion. But still, it's a good thing that they activated the chamber first. Okay, this is an elevator, but it's offline, as are all the others for now. Here's a person without a head.
Hi there. Please make your selection.
I still can't hack the replicators, so I think I'll hold off buying anything to save nanites. Unless I, like, 100% need something.
Delacroix was right. This ship was not ready for prime time. Okay, the automatic safety seals have shut due to the radiation leak in the tubes. I'm gonna head down to engineering control. I think I can use the fluidics monitoring computer to purge the tubes.
Some diagnostics. Oh, damn it. Okay. Another maintenance tool that I have no use for at the moment. For a second I thought those were dates, but I don't think they are. Like, obviously alpha and beta can't be dates. I was fooled by this Jan May 3 because, you know, it resembles a dating system of some sort. Priority traffic only, blah blah blah.
This is Xerxes. Due to the recent confusion, there will be a ship-wide census tomorrow at 0900. All personnel, please report to the common area of Deck 5 at that time.
I wonder if that's like an automatic response, or is he actually calling for a gathering of the many, or is it supposed to be a trap for the still alive people? Okay, to be honest, this area looks important. Which, in all honesty, makes me want to backtrack instead of go forward, because I want to check the area in the middle here. I hear more monkeys. It was definitely worth checking out, just for the cyber modules. And there's a security control as well. I guess I can hack that.
Security system offline.
Although that long. But yeah, overall I've checked this area fully, so now without any feelings of guilt or neglect I can move forward. So presumably I need to reach engineering control, but there are many potential detours here. Okay, main power offline, so I guess that eliminates one route. Okay, there's a log.
I'm not sure what's creeping me out worse. The hybrids with their pipes and shotguns, the berserk turrets, or our supposed allies. I don't trust those UNM bastards. I've got to find Sanger. She knows the access code to fluidics control. I'm gonna make my way over to Cargo Bay 2 to find her.
Okay, there's a camera ahead, so... Although... Yeah, the alarm is currently off, but I still... will feel safer if I... Oh damn it. There are a lot of those turrets and I am a little... bit worried about them coming online in the worst possible moment and killing me, so it's a good thing that I disabled the security. Because that allowed me to destroy them with relative ease. He says, while dying. Still, I think this droid actually suicide bombed me, so at least it doesn't seem to be a problem going forward. I'll check this place. Okay, so I don't think I have the code for that.
Security system online.
God, get me out of here. I've recoded a lock to this room. Maybe that will hold them. I'm heading to Cargo Bay 2. Come find me there.
It would be nice if she told me what the code is, but I guess that wouldn't make much sense, considering she just changed it just before making that recording for security reasons, so it would be pretty stupid to immediately betray the new code. Oh damn it. Are those hybrids getting stronger or what? I guess it might be because I exchanged the combat armor for the hazard suit.
Return to us.
Oh, I somehow thought I destroyed them all, but apparently not. numbers are starting to be rather lackluster compared to the amount of health the enemies got. How did I miss it originally? Maybe it didn't activate because the alarm was off.
Access needed. Access needed.
Doesn't tell me what specific card I need. Command control. Well, I guess there's no choice but to proceed. But you know what, actually, I'll save and end this episode here, so see you in the next one. Bye.